latest film from director Michael Bay, stars Jake Gyllenhaal, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, and Itza Gonzalez, and both Gyllenhaal and Mateen II play two adoptive brothers. One is a decorated veteran named Will Sharp, who is desperate for money to cover his wife's medical bills, and asks for help from his adoptive brother, Danny, played by Gyllenhaal. A charismatic career criminal, Danny instead offers him a score, the biggest bank heist in Los Angeles history. $32 million. All I wanted from this movie was for Michael Bay to go back to basics. And that's essentially what he does. This isn't The Rock or anything. Like, it's not a 90s action movie from Michael Bay. And it actually feels pretty reserved and subdued for a Michael Bay movie. I mean, that's not really saying all that much. It's a straight up insane, balls to the wall, high octane, chaotic action movie directed by Michael Bay. So take with that what you will. It takes him over an hour to blow something up. I mean, that's a first. No shots of helicopters against setting suns, but there are lens flares. But honestly, like, this is the type of movie Michael Bay needed to make after the disastrous Transformers movies that he made. Because let's just face it, those were not great. They had way too many Bayisms, and if you're going into this movie expecting Michael Bay to lay off of the Bayisms, you're going to be disappointed, because the Bayisms are there. They're just not as prominent as the chaotic action in this movie, and it made for a wild and fun ride. Yeah, I mean, the script is a mess. The movie's a mess. I mean, I can't even tell what the hell is going on half the time in this movie, because Michael Bay is just sweeping the camera. There's quick cutting. The camera's shaking all over the place, but you know what? For what it's worth, it's a Michael Bay action movie. This is what we expect. These are the Bayisms that I can live with. I can't live with, like, the stereotypes and the racism, you know, those types of Bayisms, and the forced humor that is sort of in the movie. Yeah, those type of Bayisms. Can't live with those for 2.5 hours. And yeah, this movie is pushing 2.5 hours, as every Michael Bay movie does. Yeah, hello, it's 2 hours and 16 minutes. Of course it's longer than it needs to be. But I'm not gonna lie to you, when I just saw a car crash after car crash, with windshields getting destroyed, glass peppering the screen, and bullets spraying, cars just going flying off of ramps and shit, yeah, there's entertainment to be had in there. And I'm not saying it feels like a 1990s action movie. I don't think we're ever gonna get an action movie that's ever gonna feel like something from the 1990s ever again. I think we will get something that feels like early 2000s action movies. This didn't reach the heights of Michael Bay's older movies or anything, but it's by far his best movie in, what, 15 years now since the first Transformers movie? Damn, dude. As I said, the script is a total mess. I mean, there's so many elements to this story that just don't have to be there. Like, Jake Gyllenhaal's character is in league with these other people, and you're sitting there thinking, why? I have no idea, because the screenplay says so. It is also infused with shitty-ass dialogue that really actually makes it feel like it is a cheesy 2000s action movie. That, in a really bad action movie at that, but you buy the dialogue because it is actors like Jake Gyllenhaal and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II delivering it. So it's like, okay, it's shitty dialogue, but it's them saying it, so it sounds brilliant. It's like in Gladiator when Russell Crowe was like, my name is Gladiator and I will have my vengeance in this life, or the next line that he thought was complete bullshit, but he said it anyway because he thought he was the greatest actor ever and it sounded great coming from him. That's exactly what every absurd line of dialogue in this movie sounds like, because it's proof that great actors can deliver shitty dialogue and make it sound smart and engaging. And that's exactly what Gyllenhaal and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II do in this movie. Despite a really mediocre performance from Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm gonna talk about that for a minute, because sure, this is a straightforward action movie. I mean, I'm not expecting an Oscar-worthy performance from Gyllenhaal like we're used to getting from Gyllenhaal, but man, this was like the first movie where I looked at Gyllenhaal and I was like, yeah, you can definitely tell you're just acting in this one. There was never any sense of like, oh, he disappeared, or, oh, that's not Jake Gyllenhaal, that's the character, you know? Every scene with Jake Gyllenhaal in this movie, I was just like, yeah, that's Jake Gyllenhaal, knowing that he's posing in front of a camera, knowing that he's being filmed, and saying these ridiculous, stupid lines that somehow sound great coming out of his mouth. I have no idea. There's even shots where he's not even in the movie. It's his stunt double, and it's so obvious it's the stunt double. Gyllenhaal didn't even care enough to do the stunts in this movie. He was just like, yeah, hire that guy. I just need a paycheck while I wait for my next Academy Award-winning movie that I won't get nominated for best performance, like I should have a Nightcrawler. But I mean, the script is so absurd, the dialogue is terrible, the runtime is so bloated, but you know what, guys? This is what we come to expect from a Michael Bay movie at this point, and while the Bayisms are there, and at times they get a little tedious, it's nowhere near to the point as it is in the Transformers sequels, or some of his later movies that he has made. This was honestly just a rollicking, entertaining, high-octane chase, I guess we'll say, of a movie that I thoroughly enjoyed, and it was entertaining enough, and it was fun enough. It was Michael Bay returning to Michael Bay formula, and that's all I wanted from a Michael Bay movie. I'm gonna say I enjoyed Ambulance with 3/4 worth of a bucket of popcorn. So if you guys have seen Ambulance, what did you think of Ambulance? Drop me some feedback in the comment section below. I'll leave my link to my website in the description below as well. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex Madden, and I'll see you at the movies. So.